Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, we're talking a little bit of news coming from Adam Schefter regarding the Aaron Rodgers trade and all the inner workings around the New York Jets and the Packers. It appears that the Packers and the New York Jets have not spoken much in the past week. Now, this according to Adam Schefter, the Jets and Green Bay Packers have not been communicating much regarding the Aaron Rodgers trade over the past week. Schefter added that the Packers are looking for a first-round pick and more in exchange for the superstar quarterback. So I don't think anyone's super shocked about this in any capacity, because if I were the Packers, I'd be looking to get a first-round pick for my Hall of Fame quarterback as well. And if I'm the New York Jets and I'm sitting there, I'm saying, why would I do that? It seems like 4 quarterbacks are going to be going in the top 10. The Jets own the 13th pick, which means by process of elimination, a top 9 non-quarterback is going to be available for the New York Jets at that number 13 pick. And are you really going to trade away a top 10 pick for a 39-year-old quarterback? The answer is no. Jets aren't going to do that. It doesn't make any sense for them to do that. And I understand like all the pressure in the world is on the New York Jets right now because, they have to make a move. The Packers have all the leverage. They have the quarterback. They could do whatever they want. Of course, Aaron Rodgers is worth a first-round pick. I get that. I do. The Jets made a move with Elijah Moore. They added an additional second, so now they have 2 picks in the second round. They might give up both those second-round picks for an Aaron Rodgers. Maybe that equals a first-round pick. That's sort of math and equation and whatnot. But if I'm the New York Jets, I don't need to make this move right now. There is literally no rush for the Jets to make any move on the Aaron Rodgers front until you start missing like mandatory workouts, which really start happening in like June anyway. So if I'm the Jets, I'm saying, okay, look, I don't have to make a trade for Aaron Rodgers. I know he wants to come here. Unless Aaron Rodgers says, I want to play for another team, no other team is going to hop into this race and trade for Aaron Rodgers. So if you're the Jets, you're feeling pretty comfortable right now, sitting back and saying, hey, look, don't worry, Packers. We understand you want the first-round pick. We're going to worry about our draft. We're going to handle everything that we got to handle. And then we'll be happy to talk Aaron Rodgers. And I'm sure the 2024 first-round pick will be on the table at that point. But, for right now, I think it makes more sense for us to focus on the draft. That's what I would be doing if I was the New York Jets. That way you let the Packers come to you. Hey, you really want to move Aaron Rodgers. You want to exercise Love's fifth-year option, all that good stuff. Well, if you want to trade him prior to the draft and you want draft picks this year, come to us with an offer. If it's first-round pick, fine. We'll just wait a little bit and then we'll give you the first-round pick after that. I'm not overly concerned if 13 is like the sticking point. I'd just wait a little bit. There's no point for us to make a move. And I heard some people saying, Aaron Rodgers is going to take slight to that. He wants to see the biggest trade compensation. He doesn't want to be traded for some scrub amount of picks because he's not worth it, or he's going to get upset because the Jets aren't pushing the envelope and making this trade happen. I think if Aaron Rodgers is looking at this whole situation saying, hey, look, the Green Bay Packers never spent a first-round pick on any offensive player ever while I was the quarterback there, and the Jets want to use all their draft picks to surround me with talent this year so that way I have the best possible chance at winning a Super Bowl this year. Tell me why Aaron Rodgers is going to be upset with that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if Rodgers isn't upset that the Jets are delaying this thing, if the Jets don't have any pressure to do this thing, and the Packers are calling for some high price, what reason is there for the Jets to make a damn move? Jet fans, I understand you're panicked. You want the quarterback. You don't want something squirrely to happen. But until Aaron Rodgers says, I want to play for another franchise, and that franchise is also willing to give up the picks that the Packers are looking for, there is no pressure for the New York Jets. I've heard rumors saying, hey, look, this team said, oh, man, they would offer those picks. I would absolutely offer a first-round pick for Aaron Rodgers, or they would offer 2 second-round picks for Aaron Rodgers. Well, that's great. But 1, you got to do that, and 2, Aaron Rodgers has to want to play for you. So again, no team's trading for a $60 million bonus at that point in time. Not to mention, if the Jets wind up waiting, the Packers get a little more salary cap space this year when they do end up moving Aaron Rodgers. And who knows, maybe Douglas has, a little bit more of a conversation. Maybe there's, some conversations going on about that $60 million bonus that seems to be the hang-up, at least behind the scenes. Because that $60 million bonus is going to create a lot of dead cap for the Jets in 2025 and 2026, assuming Rodgers plays 2 years. So if I'm Douglas, yeah, I'm trying to get that bonus option knocked back down. So unless the Packers are going to eat some of that cap and that option gets taken from the Jets, post-draft, what urgency should the Jets have? There is no urgency for the Jets. And as much as it's going to drive the media crazy, you got to think Rodgers is absolutely loving this because he's the focal point of all NFL conversation right now. He's going to end up on the Jets. It's going to happen. If you're the NFL, you're sitting there, you're saying like, okay, is there any situation Aaron Rodgers is on the Packers in 2023? The chances are, probably not. He's going to wind up being on the Jets. You can make your schedule in the middle of May to surround, the best games with the top talent. You can, probably project that the Jets are going to ultimately have a top quarterback, or at least have a quarterback that makes them interesting. Like, let's say the worst case scenario happens and like Aaron Rodgers is not an option. It's not the only option. Like, it's the best option and it's the one absolutely worth waiting for. But like, if there was an absolutely nuclear button where Aaron Rodgers says, screw the Jets, I'm done with them, and screw the Packers, I'm not playing for them, I'm like not going to retire, or I want to play, I don't think there's any concern if you're a New York Jet fan other than the perceived concern that the media is telling you to have. If I'm Joe Douglas, I'm sitting there, pick 13's on the board, I'm kicking my feet up. I have no worries in the world. So guys, let me know how you feel about this whole Aaron Rodgers trade talks. Do you think it's weird the Jets haven't spoken to the Packers much in the last week? Do you think it matters at all? Do you think this changes any kind of leverage that either team may have? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, go Jets.